I'm being asked to stand up here, which I'm going to do. Can I put this down?
Yes, sir.
Great, thanks. So as you've been told, the timing for my speech has been changed because unfortunately I'm not able to be here this afternoon, but it's perfect, I think, because Adrienne spoke about better ways to organize your professional life, and she did a fantastic job. And I'm going to discuss essentially the reverse, which is how to delegate your responsibilities so you have as little to do as humanly possible. As was mentioned, I am the current managing partner of Weir Folds, and that's a law firm which is in downtown Toronto. The lawyers that we have at the firm are pretty much evenly divided between litigators and business lawyers. So as the managing partner, I obviously have to keep a lot of balls in the air at the same time. Managing my firm, which is the expression that most people use is herding cats, and I have to manage my clients and their expectations, and believe me, that's a lot of management. There are about 100 lawyers at Weir Folds. We have lots of paralegals and clerks, administrative staff. There's about 300 of us all told that work at the firm. In my practice area, I have 5 colleagues and 2 clerks who work with me. And in addition, I'm probably the lead lawyer on about 8 different RFP files. And I do like to spend a portion of my time writing articles and giving speeches and attending conferences. So I do a lot of work. But I do also get home every day around 7 or 7:30, and I try not to work on the weekend. I can tell you, I can't remember the last time I worked on the weekend, although I do check my BlackBerry, you know, incessantly to the chagrin of everyone in my family. So the question is, how is all of this accomplished? And the answer that I tell all of my colleagues at the office is because I am a superwoman. But the older I get, I have to tell you, the more difficult that line is to sell. The reality is that I have learned some skills that I think are fundamental to my ability to juggle all of these different balls. And I would describe them as, first of all, I prioritize. Secondly, I compartmentalize, and most importantly, I delegate. And so I thought I'd talk a little bit about those skills and their significance in my life. So when I talk about the managing partner part of my responsibilities, when I became the managing partner, I didn't have any kind of business background. I started to practice when I was very young. I skipped twice. I did 2 years of undergraduate, went straight into law school, so I really didn't know anything about business. But over the course of my practice, I have absorbed certain sort of basic business skills, how to read financial statements and prepare a budget, how to spend money. Well, I've been adept at spending money actually since I was a teenager, so I didn't have to learn that, and how to manage costs. But I have to admit that my understanding of tax and accounting is rather limited. So for starters, I rely on accountants and tax specialists for that kind of advice. In fact, I probably rely on advice, which I take pretty seriously from a pretty broad range of professionals in my management position.